right, Boston, we are back. Man, it's time for us to head into the Year 4 playoffs with your Boston Bruins. Round 1, we got an original 6 matchup up against the young and up-and-coming Detroit Red Wings. I didn't think that their roster was looking any good, but we checked it at the end of the regular season in the last video, and my God, do they ever have some forwards on that team. How's it going, boys? We're doing a live stream. When it comes to the playoffs, GM mode and be a pro, it's best live stream so that I don't get accused of anything, and also it's just that much more intense. How's it going, boys? All right, so let's get into this. We finished the regular season as the best team in the Eastern Conference. So the idea or the plan to part ways with Tuukka Rask, our starting goaltender, franchise goaltender for a lot of years, decided to part ways with him, and it ended up working out. All we needed was an 82, 81, 80 overall goaltenders. Now, we acquired Devin Dubnyk halfway through the season, the trade deadline from the Anaheim Ducks. And my God, look what he did last year in the playoffs. .865 save percentage, right? Laurent Brossoit was clearly our best goaltender during the regular season, but look what he did during the playoffs last year. An .833 save percentage. And then we go to UC Saros, who is our starting goalie at the beginning of the year. He went down with an injury. He did not play at all during last year's playoffs, right? So what we have to do is, first, we need to make a decision. A lot of people right now in the chat on which goaltender should get the start in game number 1. Now, I don't want to be making changes just because a bad game, right? I do want to lock down on one goalie. But we do have the flexibility now that if the goalie does have a game where he allows 6 or 7 goals and he's clearly not getting it done, we got 2 other options that we can go to try to get that hot hand. I didn't mean to go to this screen. Hang on a second. Let me just go to the players' standings. Hang on a second. Braden points. Player stats. Just want to show you guys the best save percentage out of all 3 goaltenders for us, right? So we got Laurent Brossoit at a .916 save percentage, 27 wins, 11 losses. Devin Dubnyk at .913 save percentage. But remember, like more than half of those games played was the backup role with the Anaheim Ducks, who did not make the playoffs, right? Ever since he joined our team, the save percentage was going back up. And then UC Saros also finished above 500, but save percentage only 9. So what would you guys think? I mean, just looking at it, it should be Laurent Brossoit, right? But Devin Dubnyk, the veteran, has a 90 overall for poise. So what do you guys think here? In the chat, anyone? Brossoit, 100%. Look at the games played. That's true. More games played and still a superior save percentage. So, Dubnyk has the playoff experience? Yeah. All right, so I think what we're going to do, Saros lost the spot. He went down with an injury. The team was the reason for the record, not necessarily the goaltender. So I'm going to go with Laurent Brossoit as the starter, Devin Dubnyk as the backup, and if Laurent has 1 bad game, I'll give him a second chance. If he has 2 bad games, we're going to Devin Dubnyk, all right? Like I said, I'm not going to pull the rug out from underneath these goaltenders. We have a plan. We got to stick to it, all right? So, the Detroit Red Wings, just in case you guys didn't catch the end of the last video, let's quickly take a look at the team that we are going up against in round number 1. Now, this is the year 4 Red Wings, right? This is not the year number 1 Red Wings. A brand new squad and veterans on this team. Taylor Hall, 31 years of age. Let's see, he was not in the playoffs last season. Point per game, 40 goal scorer essentially here in Detroit. Now, we know about their blue line, right? All those points, yet only an even player. Interesting. Can you not help out in the defensive end? Dylan Larkin, 90 overall. I know he can help out in the defensive end, but also a -3. So their first line, point per game, very good. Evgeny Svechnikov, 26, so he hasn't really hit that superstar prime. Yeah, Svechnikov on the first line might be holding them back. Only 41 points. Think about that now. 41 points for a man who plays with 2 point per game players and who is listed as a sniper at 26 years of age. He's definitely bringing them down. They could use either a playmaker or a power forward to really help out the defense on that first line. Second line, you got Anthony Mantha, Philip Zadina, and Michael Rasmussen. Let's see what Mantha has done during the regular year. Yeah, another point per game player. I would even throw Anthony Mantha on that first line with Taylor Hall and Dylan Larkin, but spreading out the offense might be the way to go also, because Philip Zadina, 70 points. Yeah, even Philip Zadina on the first line, right? But Zadina and Mantha, do they get Rasmussen going? Let's see, 52 points. All right. So I see what they're doing here. They're using Larkin and Hall, Mantha, and Zadina to raise Svechnikov and Rasmussen to fill out their top six. Tyler Bertuzzi, Joe Veleno, Ruben Jennings. Who's this guy? Was he drafted like top? No, a second rounder. Wow. So look at that passing rating. Holy shit. 93. Ruben Jennings drafted in the second round in the first year. He's up to 81 overall. 36 points. All right. Not bad for a depth player right there. Lees, Ernie. Avery Lee. Oh, yeah. Avery Lees. Remember, this was the guy that we did not select over, what was it, Lambos? Yeah, the 82 overall guy that we passed up on for the defender. Man, he's a goal scorer. 27 goals. All right, Avery Lees is in there as well. So they have pure offense on this team. Now, time for their weakness. You look at their blue line, Danny DeKeyser and Madison Bowie as their top two. That's just not going to get it done right there. Simply put, not going to get it done. Danny DeKeyser, Madison Bowie. Second line, Jared McIsaac and Zach Bogosian. They got two lefties, two righties, but I mean, the best defender on their team, 82 overall. Now, I haven't done any simulation experiments when it comes to defensemen, right? I know defensemen do have a say-so in how offense is produced, but defense, are they going to be able to keep the puck out of the net? Well, the advantage that they do have is they have Carter Hart in the net. So when I look at the Detroit Red Wings, I see a team full of superstars, and then bums. Without that middle of the road kind of player. They're either really good or kind of just capable of making an NHL roster. They don't really have those middle guys. If they had a few middle guys, especially top four defensemen, you give these guys like 2 or 3 top four defensemen, watch out. You got a cup contender. So Carter Hart at 90 overall. But remember something. Last year with the Boston Bruins, we had an 88, 89 overall Tuukka Rask. The year before that, same thing, 89, 90 overall Tuukka Rask even. And he shit the bed. Below 90 or below 900 save percentage in back-to-back years. So our strategy was to give up on the goaltender overall, right? So I'm hoping that Carter Hart at 90 overall is actually not that much of a difference maker. We're going to see, though. We're going to see. So here's the Boston Bruins, your Boston Bruins. Brad Marchand, Braden Point, and Pasternak. Finally, these two guys get to play and not go into the playoffs injured. Last year it was Pasternak and McAvoy. Their extensions start next year, but this is the time that they can really get stuff done. Time to, at 27 and 26 years of age? Yeah, start the dynasty off right. We got to get some, we got to make some noise this year. Jake DeBrusk, Ricard Raquel, and Jacob Forsback-Karlsson, second line. Nemesnikov, our captain, Bergeron on the third line center position with Zach Shenishin, Josh Lievo, Trent Frederick, and Valerie Nikushkin. And we're getting that +1 for the fourth line chemistry now, so that's good. Defensively, Torrey Krug and Brendan Carlo. These guys just have fantastic chemistry, and they went like +30 during the regular season. I'm hoping that they can do something like that again here tonight. Jonas Brodin and Ryan Ellis. I think Ryan Ellis actually dropped to an 84 overall. And then Ian Cole with Savard. We parted ways with, what's his name, Vakinen, and dropped Mark Giordano to waivers. I gotta remember that. Make no trades if you have injuries to players with high salaries. That was the issue. And we're gonna go with Laurent Brissot as our backup, all right? Or as our starter, I should say. And in fact, what I gotta make sure I do here is let me just go to settings. And let me turn off the automated goalie rotations so that I accidentally don't forget and they throw the other goalie in there. So hang on a second. Auto goalie rotations. Auto goalie rotations. Auto rotate goalies. We're going to turn that sucker off. All right. So I am in complete control of which goaltender starts each and every single game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so people in the chat, fans in the chat, Boston Bruin fans, am I forgetting anything? We've taken a look at the Detroit Red Wing lineup, taken a look at the Boston Bruin lineup. I'll give you guys a quick look-see at the playoff tree, just so if there's any fans of any teams in the Western Conference, you can see the matchups. You got Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas, Nashville, Arizona, Calgary, Edmonton, and Chicago. And in the East, you got the Hurricanes versus the Capitals, the Penguins versus the Lightning, the Leafs versus the Panthers, and your Bruins versus the Detroit Red Wings. Look at the Dallas lines. Detroit has Yossi and Seth Jones injured right now. Victor Egg, really? I didn't take a look at injuries. Injuries, Johnny, that's a good point. I didn't even take a look at injuries for the Detroit Red Wings. See, this is why live streaming these Very good. I can't always remember. Injury report. Hang on a second. All right, so we are good for injuries. There's no way they have those kind of players on the blue line. Detroit Red Wings. No, they have nobody. We are good, ladies and gents. The Detroit Red Wings have no injuries, and the Boston Bruins have no injuries at all. You guys are kind of scaring me. Freaking defenseman to Seth Jones on the Detroit Red Wings. Shit. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is playoff time. Round 1, Year 4. Boston versus Detroit. Who's going to get the better at game number 1? All right, we were embarrassed last year. Trounced out of the playoffs with absolute crap goaltending and crap defensive play. Let's see if we can continue the goal scoring, but keep the puck out of the freaking net. All right? It's the playoffs. Defense wins championships, and that's the way to start. All right? David Pastrnak, one of our top 2 franchise players, opening up the playoffs, opening up round 1, opening up game 1 with a goal. And Jennings, the second round pick, answers back for the Detroit Red Wings, but followed up by a goal from JFK, Jacob Forsbacka-Karlsson. And after one, and Braden Point, that's a ball breaker right there. That is a ball breaker. With 7 seconds left in the first period, Braden Point turns it into a 2-goal game. Solid. All right, so we're able to score. Their defense let them down, but see what I mean about Carter Hart? 3 goals in the first period. You can't just say, I have a 90 overall goaltender. You know, that's enough. That's enough to shut other teams out. We've done our experiments. We know that when you're spending money, you want it to be on your roster. Your skaters. As Anthony Mantha gets the Detroit Red Wings back within 1. Power play again for the Red Wings. They can get this game all tied up before the third period, but Boston kills it off. Rest of the second period still going on. 5 minutes left. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, no problems. All right, so a 3-2 lead for Boston. We scored no goals in that period, only 16 shots on the net through 2. For some reason, the Detroit Red Wings are actually playing better than us right now, but still 1 period to go, and we got the lead. It's not the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? I'm the Boston Bruins. We can actually shut it down in the third period, correct? Correct? Power play for Detroit. Yes, baby! And Torrey Krug, as soon as the power play ends, scores, gives us back that 2-goal advantage. Another penalty kill for the Boston Bruins. Solid job. What the hell? The Zebras really trying to get them back in, and it's as Taylor Hall gets Detroit back within 1. Yzerman has paid off the damn refs. 3 minutes left. Come on, Boston. 2 minutes left. We've been here before. That's it. Game 1 goes to the Boston Bruins. A 4-3 victory. Solid. So, they got the 3 goals by the end of regulation. I don't really like that, but 39 shots on the net. Laurent Brossoit had a fantastic game. 3 goals against on 39 shots. But why the hell are they outplaying us like that? Oof. But whatever. Game 1, that's a victory. I'll take it. Boston stats. Let's see who did what. Krug with 2 points. Point with 2 points. There it is. Point and Pastrnak, 2 points each, +2. I need that constantly out of these guys. Was there anyone who was like a -3? No, -1. I don't care about -1s. -1 could happen to anyone. But a -2 and a -3, then you really got to start thinking about changing up the lines. All right. So that is successful. Hang on a second. I need some of that playoff H2O. Oh my God. There we go. So let us get to game number 2. There's no changes that need to be made. I am a little bit worried that the game would automatically take out Laurent Brossoit for Dubnyk. No, they did not. So Laurent Brossoit is still in the net. I don't need any of those shenanigans happening, boys. All right, I've had enough problems with EA Voodoo in the past. I don't need to shoot myself in the foot. So here we go. Game number 2, still in Boston. We've taken our home advantage. Or home ice advantage, and we haven't relinquished it just yet. Win this game, and all we got to do is win 1 game on the road, give ourselves that 3-1 series lead, all right? I mean, I don't want to start saying sweep just yet. It's way too early in the series to start saying that, especially after game 1 where they outplayed us, outshot us, 39 shots on the net. So Laurent Brossoit did good, but Boston, I mean, look at those regular season records. We're due for a game where we outplay them, correct? Come on now. So first period, and there it is, Zachary Shenishin, right at the end of the period, another great goal. And Laurent Brossoit, see, these are the kind of games that I freaking want to see. We score in the first, and we keep them from scoring, all right? We got off to the good start in the game. It seemed like with Tuukka Rask in previous years, they were always scoring first, and then we'd score, and then they'd get that 2-1 lead or something like that. 1-0 for Boston after 1. Second period underway in Boston, baby. Yeah, they outplayed us in the last game, giving our coach plenty of ammunition to yell at the boys, to get them moving, in practice in between the two games. Get that momentum going, motivate those young guys to actually go out there and put the effort in. As the Detroit Red Wings finish the period with a power play but do not get a goal. And after two, in game two, once again, the Detroit Red Wings outshooting the Boston Bruins 23-18. What the hell? Still have a 1-goal advantage though, but I don't like how close these games are. Their record said one thing, their roster says another, and Taylor Hall once again scoring a late goal to get his team in it. Last time, it was to get his team back within one. This game, it's tying it up in the third period. 7 minutes left. Oh no, oh no. Yes, baby! Jake DeBrusk! He's got some clutch goals in him. 2 minutes left, and the Boston Bruins are going to win a close one. Defense, and Laurent Brossoit, solid game right there. 32 shots against. Laurent Brossoit only allows 1 goal, and Jake DeBrusk with a late one with 4 minutes left. Solid. Now, I can kind of blame the offense for that game. You'd like to score more goals, but at least everyone chipped in defensively. All right, we killed off the penalties, and we kept the puck out of the net. We did enough to win the game. Put it like that. All right, we're finding ways to win games instead of finding ways to lose games. That's what a good team does. We've been here before. We know how to get it done. Again, a bunch of -1s to point. I don't care about -1s. It was a close game. And an even strength goal. You never know if you get a bad bounce or something, just like a bad change. Something happens. I'm not going to blame a player for that, but Laurent Brossoit doing a great job, my man. Doing a great job. I'm going back to Edelon. I'm taking a look again. I don't need Devin Dubnyk being thrown in there. I won't check it again after this, but I just want to make sure. Laurent Brossoit. All right. The game is not going to screw around with me right there, ladies and gents. So, we have a 2-0 series lead. Laurent Brossoit has done better in the last 2 games than Tuukka Rask did in 3 playoff appearances, or 2 playoff appearances. Because, we missed the playoffs at year number 1. So, here we go. Game number 3. Your Boston Bruins have a 2-0 series lead. It is back in Detroit. Let's see what we got in store. Power play early for Detroit. It seems like another power play. The power plays are certainly going for the Detroit Red Wings, whether that's coincidence, whether it's the Zebras been paid off, or whether or not it's the Boston Bruins are just a tougher team that throw the body more, so we're going to result in more power plays. The Detroit Red Wings are a bunch of softies. Who knows? Problem is, it's going to catch up to us. But look at that. For the 3rd game in a row, a late first period goal. Jacob Forsbacka Karlsson gives the Boston Bruins a lead with 11 seconds left in the first period. That is freaking fantastic. All right. Second period underway. The Boston Bruins, they give up that lead. But Shenishin claims it right back. Less than 25 seconds later. And Braden Point then gives the Boston Bruins a 2-goal advantage. Beautiful. Penalty killed off by the Bruins again, and Brad Marchand. This is more like it. The first 2 games were nail biters. The Detroit Red Wings believed in themselves. Now the Boston Bruins putting on the pressure. All right, Dylan Larkin gets them back within 2. All right, but we already got the 4 goals. We're always a threat to get another goal, so possibly 5 goals. You really just have Laurent Brossoit. You just got to keep the puck out of the net. You can allow 1 goal. That's it, my man. 1 goal. That is it. Come on, baby. 3rd period underway. The Boston Bruins. Yeah. We're a threat to score. We're a threat to score in this game. We're playing this game. We showed up this game. 31 shots to 21. Point Pasternak. All the boys are stepping up for Laurent Brossoit. That's what I'm talking. And on the road, too, The goaltender steps up for you on home ice, and then the goal scorers show up on the road. That's how it should. Fucking hey, boys! That's what I'm talking about! Bury them! No mercy! Freaking obliterate them. Just take that motivation, take that hope, and squash it. Yes, baby. This is what I'm talking about, boys. Carter Hart, 90 overall goaltender? Hell no. Why are you putting money into a 90 overall goaltender? You got to build a team. 82 overall is good enough. Hell yeah. The defense is falling apart. Hart is getting smoked. Yep. I'm telling you, man, when you get into the real-time simulation, goaltender stats, they do matter. Because we did the test, but if you have an 80 overall something, it is just as good as a 90. The difference is when you come to 50 and 60 overall. Hell yeah, baby. Sim to the next game. All right, AHL season is complete. I don't give a shit about that. I give a shit about the playoffs and the Detroit Red Wings about to get trounced out in round number 1. I'm keeping, you know what? I'm keeping the what's that superstition alive, baby? All right, every game I've checked if Lord Prasad is in the net and we win, so I'm checking again, and hopefully we win. Here we go. They need to put General Zod in the lineup. Well, maybe you'll see General Zod in a little bit when we jump to be a pro, but for right now, it's GM mode. There is no Krypton. So here we go. Game number 4. Everything is going our way. It'd be great to get this series over and done with nice and early so we can rest, avoid any potential injuries in later games, and just set up for round number 2. All right, so here we go, boys. In Detroit, no pressure on the Boston Bruins. All the pressure is on Detroit right now. And an early goal for Jake DeBrusk. That's the right way to start. Taylor Hall, look at that. Again, Taylor Hall. He has been there for the Detroit Red Wings. Oh, Philip Zadina. All right, we got a game. The Detroit Red Wings are not going to go down silently. They are going to fire back. 5 minutes left here in the first period. Lauren Prasad allows too early. First time in the series. Remember, I don't care about one bad game. You know what I mean? He's already given me 3 good games in a row. And the first 3 games of the series. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. And we're only down by 1 in this game, so I'm not giving up on it just yet. Second period. Underway. Shots are even. Detroit is giving it all they have. Boston knows that they don't want this series to be extended, so get the victory while you can. And there it is. Torrey Krug scoring from the top of the circle. Point man stepping in. Might have been a nice little wrister, but Madison Bowie, the top pairing for Detroit, answering back with a goal of his own. A clapper from the blue line. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and we're going into the third period with a Red Wing lead up by 1, 3-2. Shots are 26-20, so fairly even. You know, it's been even the whole time. They might have just had a few extra there towards the end with a power play or something, but even game. We're still in it. Offense, it'd be nice to show up, but Carter Hart might have a win in him. You know what I mean? He might have a game where it's time to just get that W for the boys. Third period underway. Come on, Boston. Get this series over and done with nice and early. I want to go back to Boston, sure, but I want to go back to Boston to relax, not to suit up for Game 5, but that's exactly where we're going. Taylor Hall scores his second of the game, and that should be enough, unless it's a total collapse. I'm just counting on Carter Hart to have one good game here. Yeah, he's going to have one good game. There it is. You just have to tip your cap to Carter Hart. 37 shots on target, only 2 goals for. That's a game where Carter Hart just won it for his team. All right, the 90 overall goaltender. He has had one good game in 4. -3. There's a -3 in there. Marshall. Okay, the first line didn't step up. Don't worry about that. That's just Taylor Hall torching them with his scorching speed, even strength, just finding a breakaway or some shit. Don't worry about it, boys. Don't worry about it. We're not going to go 16-0 in the playoffs, but this now is a must-win for the Boston Bruins because the Detroit Red Wings no longer have any pressure. They just didn't get swept. Now they're going back to Boston. This is the game where Boston wants to win because we lose this game. You have to go back to Detroit for Game 6. If they can win at home, that's a Game 7, and anything can happen in Game 7. You go up 3-0, you got 2 chances to win it, essentially. 1 on the road, 1 at home. You don't win in the first 2, and it goes to Game 6, you're in trouble. So we lost that game. It's time to win. It's as simple as that. It's time to win. I'm going back to edit lines. Hang on a second. I'm bringing back the superstitions, baby. Scratch players. No. Ooh, I was like, what? Saros? Prasad is in the net. All right, Lauren Prasad. Don't worry about that one bad game, my man. You're going to step up, and you're going to be a big-time performer here in game number 5 at home for the Boston Bruin fans. So here we go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. ×8 simulation. First period, an early call by the Zebras. Really trying to extend this series. Steve Yzerman paying him off. Or doing something else. Oh my God, but a power play for Boston, and there it is. Jacob Forsbacka Karlsson scoring from the right circle. Beautiful. Another power play for Boston. Good. The Zebras are hearing my complaints. I'm getting out there talking shit to the media. And Lees, the guy I should have drafted over Lambos. I still feel like Lambos is going to be a stud, and we need defensemen, especially after we lost McAvoy. But Lees, right there. You know, just a little proving to himself, you should have drafted me, you pieces of shit. Yeah. 1-1 after 1. 8 shots, this a fairly even game. Nothing to really call out right there. Second period underway. Another power play for Boston. And it's Brad Marchand, baby. A Bruin fan favorite. Scoring, giving his team the lead. A long power play for the Detroit Red Wings. But it's killed off by Lauren Prasad and the penalty killers of the Bruins. Power play again for Boston. Goes nowhere. Both teams very undisciplined in this game. With an elimination game as well, teams taking penalties, and Lees, oh my God, do not do this to me. I can already see the freaking story forming. Lees saves his team in game number 5, gets it to game 6, gets it to game 7. Lees, don't do this to me, my man. Do not do this to me. Third period. Shots are set at 19-16. Very similar. I don't want to have to go to a game 6, boys. I don't want to have it. Here we go. Get this sucker done in 5. Come on, boys. Let's get it done. Third period underway. Starts off quiet. No power plays. No goals. There's the first one for Detroit. Killed off by Boston. 2-2. Less than 10 minutes left. Detroit's lives are on the line. Boston does not want to go back home again. Or back to Detroit, I should say. They are home. 2 minutes. 1 minute. And we have overtime, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And you know what we do in overtime? We jump into the game. Oh, man. So 'tis in the hands of the gods now. 'Tis really in the hands of the gods. I am watching this. All right, so it's on Pro. I would put it up on a higher difficulty, but I find the gameplay is just smoother, better to commentate when it's on a lower difficulty. When it's too high, they do stupid shit. All right, they're freaking ramped up defensively, but they don't know how to play offense still. So here we go. Take your picks, boys. Who's getting the overtime winner? I'm not choosing the winner for Detroit because that's sacrilege. But Brad Marchand, or Bergie. All right, get our team to the second round. So hang on a second. Let me just get the right camera angle here. Visual settings. Hang on a second. Some people say point. Some people say Mantha. How about Taylor Hall, right? He's been on fire. He's got that speed as well. Camera. Here we go. Was it True Broadcast or is it just Broadcast? True Broadcast? I forget which one it is. It might just be Broadcast. Is that the one or is it... Fuck, I can't tell. Is it True Broadcast or is it just Broadcast? First, I got to go to select sides. Oh, I'm all over the place. Does anyone know? There you go. Man, NBA... When you change the camera angle, it actually changes it for you in the game so you can see. Broadcast or True Broadcast? I forget. Hang on a second. Let me see what Broadcast looks like. Oh, hell no. It's True Broadcast. That is not. Yeah. True Broadcast. No. That one looks all weird. Sorry for this, ladies and gents. I don't have these settings saved because every time I play the game, it changes no matter what game mode you're in, right? So, Broadcast, True Broadcast. There you go. All right. So, there we go. Before we get started, just hang on. Let me just take a sip. There we go. If Lees gets a hat trick, don't even say it. Don't even say it. I think he's on the third or fourth line, right? So I don't even know if he's going to get out here. This game could be over the very first shift. So here we go. Braden Point wins that faceoff across the blue. Braden Point takes that shot. A big time save there by Carter Hart. Marchand out to Braden. Brendan Carlo off the boards to pass. I like it. Good cycling right now. In front, Marchand looking for the open. Everyone's on their backhand right now. We got to get that one-timer. Braden Point. Marchand! What a save! Carter Hart! Holy shit! He keeps his team season alive with that beautiful glove save. That was a 10-beller. Did you guys see that shit? My goodness. I got to get a replay of my own. I mean, EA Sports doesn't want to show it. He just saved the season. Remember how I was saying we got to get guys who are one-timer side? That was perfect. Oh, no, he was on his backhand still. I thought the pass. Oh, no, he was. Marchand's on his one-timer. Oh, my God, Marchand. Just like Jordan Binnington. He gets robbed when the game's on the line. Jeez Louise. What a save. All right, ladies and gents, if the series goes 7, remember that right there. Overtime, first period, game 5. Game 5. My God, Carter Hart robs Brad Marchand. Pasternak, good forecheck. Walking out, getting stick checked hard by Danny Deke. Great defense there by Danny DeKaiser. Not letting pass to get that open look. Dylan Larkin, he's got some speed. Across the blue, wrist shot. Lauren Prasat's going to make that easy save. Yo, don't let Anthony Mantha get in there. Who was that? Dylan Larkin or Taylor Hall or whoever it was, Svechnikov? Don't let him go in there and hassle our goaltender. I wish I could hit A. I can't even hit A to skip these cutscenes. Oh, well. Gonna have to go into pure commentator mode. Face-off won by Boston in the defensive end. That is solid. JFK skating it 100 feet down the ice. Passes it off to Torrey Krug. Nice little toe drag. Torrey Krug tries to go one-on-one, and now he's caught deep. Defenseman out of position, but look at the speed of Torrey Krug. Able to skate himself back into the play. That's such a versatile player when you have speed, man. Here goes Jake DeBrusk doing the smart thing, dumping it in overtime. Never a bad decision. Get in there on the forecheck. JFK wins it back to DeBrusk. JFK, one-timer. What a save! Oh, it was a blocker that time. Who was that? Was that Ricard Raquel? He absolutely ripped it. What a save. Hang on, was that it didn't look like a shaft. It looked like the blocker. I mean, good God. What a pass. Right in the top of the slot. Just wails it. Oh, he didn't even really react to it. It was just good positioning. He didn't even have to. The shot was so fast, and it was on and off his stick in a split second. He didn't even have time to react to it. It just solid positioning by, that's just years and years of experience knowing how to set yourself on a shot, and it ends up hitting his blocker because he's covering like 90% of the net. That's beautiful, my man. And here come the Detroit Red Wings across the blue line. Mantha with the wrist shot. Easy save for Laurent Brossoit. I like that strategy by Detroit, though. You know, if you got nothing, take a shot glove side of the goaltender, crash it, and just get the offensive zone face-off, you know, especially in overtime. You know it's going to be a grease goal. Win that face-off in overtime, throw it on the net, you already have like 2 or 3 players that are within range of the slot, right? So, but face-off one again by Bergy. Captain Bergy! Get him! There you go. That's a solid, look at that. Face-off one by Bergy, then dump and chase. From one end of the ice to the other in like 3 seconds. Oh! Almost got a friggin' one-timer. Bergeron, you're a beast. Back check now. Stop Anthony Mantha. Mantha. Whoa. Woo! Little wrist shot trying to go 5-hole off the rush right there. But a better save by Laurent Brossoit. Here come the Detroit Red Wings working it down low, but a puck missed. Bergeron picks it up behind the net. Selke Trophy winner. There you go. Solid play by Ryan Ellis to strip the puck. And a great... Ryan Ellis turns it over! Mantha! Oh my God! But Ellis gets back he guys did get back. I was gonna say in favor of Ryan Ellis. No, in defense of Ryan Ellis, he did get back after that turnover. There you go. And another offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Boston Bruins. Woo! Man. Ellis saves the day, yeah, after he almost cost it as well. I don't want this series going at 6, man. The reverse sweep would be the end of this dynasty before it even begins. Come on. Here we go. Offensive zone faceoff. Braden Point's back out there up against Joe Veleno. Oh, and Veleno wins the faceoff. Clean. Back to Zach Bogosian. Tyler Bertuzzi coming up across the blue line. He's going to get in deep. Whoa! Almost finds the man in front, but no. Picked off by the Boston Bruins. Here comes Ryan Ellis joining the rush. Across the blue line. He's going to pass it back to Pastrnak. Oh, what a great save there by Carter Hart. He's had 3 great saves here in overtime. We're really going to have to snipe it off the bar and in, or a breakaway or a one-time or something. Or just a shitty greaser that he has no chance on, you know? Here we go. Braden Point across the blue line, coming off the right wing. He's going to center it. Pastrnak, another Pastrnak. Oh my God. 2 great saves. The rebound was unbelievable. And here come the Detroit possession play. Solid. Up to Jennings. Bertuzzi gets hit off the puck. Brad Marchand, solid pass. Here we go, baby. Ian Cole, trade deadline acquisition. He's going to find Savard. Who's going to find Pastrnak to Frederick? All right, spreading it around. Ian Cole. So Josh Lievo, fourth liner, trying to get that greasy shot on the net. Doesn't get through. And here come the Red Wings. Tyler Bertuzzi's going to dump it in. All right, get it. Oh, bad route to get that puck. But he is board played behind the net. Adam Ernie. He's going to try to break it out. Josh Lievo, though. Good job. Across the red line, across the blue. Just get it on the net. Oh, Nikushkin. Oh, my God. Lievo. Oh, Nikushkin. Oh, my. Nikushkin ripped that sucker, dude. He just missed the post. Please fucking stop him. Frederick. There you go. Lievo, fourth line. Go, boys. Go, boys. All right, back to the point. Oh, nice turn. No, what a burn. Torrey Krug gets robbed. And the star of overtime is that man right there. Carter Hart. My goodness. Look at this. Oh, my. Off the rebound and everything. Carter Hart is keeping his team alive. It's like Ben Bishop in last year's playoffs with the Dallas Stars, you know. Just in overtime, like 60-something saves or whatever it was. Just will not be beat. Brendan Carlo walking in. Brendan Carlo, the Boston Bruins draft pick, scores the biggest goal of his NHL career. And the Bruins are off to the second round. Solid face-off win, and the defense comes through. Oh, baby. What a series. Man alive. Laurent Brossoit, MVP. Carter Hart, beautiful overtime right there. My man, your team just didn't come through for you, but the better team won. We had the better regular season, and we were in each and every single game. The one game that the Detroit Red Wings won, you know, Carter Hart stood on his head. But we were still in that game. Even the one game that we lost, we were the better team on paper, we were the better team on the ice, and we proved it in 5 games. Not a single injury, all right? A little bit of a scare. Could have gone to Game 6, but at the end of the day, in the record book, it'll say Boston defeats Detroit in 5 games. Beautiful. Beautiful. Brendan Carlo, nice job, my man. And Laurent Brassard, a 939 save percentage. Yes, yes, yes. So let's see what happened here. Ricard Raquel, another solid trade acquisition, moved up to the second line. I love him. He's a playmaker. He can win faceoffs, and he wins a big one right there up against Dylan Larkin. A solid faceoff, man, for the Red Wings. Let's follow this puck back. Brendan Carlo just walks right in. Oh, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Where have we seen this story before? Taylor Hall, point per game during the regular season, right? The captain, Taylor Hall, point per game during the regular season, yet an even player. How is that? Is it because he lacks the defensive ability? Well, that's his guy out there on the point. He's got to get to him. He tries to hit the body. He completely whiffs on Carlo. You got to get a stick check. You got to do something right there to not allow that shot in. Carlo walks right in and shoots it in the worst place for a goaltender. Underneath the blocker, overneath. That's Taylor Hall, man. Taylor Hall, you can get all the points in the world, but if you can't help to keep the puck out of your net, all you're going to be is a regular season MVP and never a Stanley Cup champion. That's a rough one. That's a rough one right there. Bad positioning by Hart, yeah, but how much longer are you going to blame you can't blame a goalie for that. When a goalie stands on his head for that long and the series, you're down 3-1 in the series, what are you going to do? It's the team, man. It's the team. Taylor freaking Hall. Woo! So, what do you guys think about Laurent Brassard? I mean, compared to Tuukka Rask, it's crazy, man. It is absolutely insane. 82 overall goaltender. It freaking works. All right, so I've decided that Laurent Brassard is going to be our goalie. At least he gets 2 bad games in a row. You know what I mean? If he has 1 bad game, comes back with a win, another bad game, I'm still going to stick with him. If we need to shake things up just to try something in a last-ditched effort, then I will go with Devin Dubnyk. But Laurent Brassard, a 925 save percentage right now. That is solid. In 5 games played, 4 wins. He's getting it done, my man. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. And the forwards, let's see. Brad Marchand, 6 points. Pasternak, 6 points. They were getting scored on, though. Their first line was lighting it up on our first line. Ricard Raquel, 6 assists on the second line. Beautiful. DeBrusk, 3 goals, 5 points in 5 games played. Jacob Forsbacka, Carlson, Braden Point, Zachary Shenishin, Patrice Bergeron. All right. Very good, boys. Very good. Solid. And defense? Yeah, man. Torrey Krug, Ian Cole, the big pickup. Their first line was lighting us up. It has to be said. Their first line was scoring on us because all of our guys like Torrey Krug, Marchand, past the point, they had their points, but they weren't plus players, Maybe their points came from power plays as well. I don't know. But, yeah. Also, hang on a second. I think our power play was or a penalty kill was real freaking good, right? Because they had a lot of penalties or power plays, but we killed them all off, it seemed like. Let's see, the best penalty kill. 81 point there. Now they scored on the power plays. Never mind. We took too many. So a solid victory right there over the Detroit Red Wings. Let's advance the day and get all the way to round number 2 just to see who we are going up against. I'm not going to follow it in real time at the bottom. It's just too much micromanaging. I'll just take a look at the box or the playoff tree afterwards. Hang on a second here. NHL playoff round 1 complete. All right. AHL round complete. All right, very good. The Toronto Maple Leafs, baby. Let's go. The team that beat us last year. We were supposed to have the voodoo on our side, but of course, they beat us last year. We are back, though, up against the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's going to be a good series. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to round number 2. We look like we are in a good position. Our team is healthy. Our team is playing well, and we are in the Elite 8. You have Dallas versus Colorado, Calgary versus Chicago by McDavid, never to win a championship as long as you're playing for that garbage team. Pittsburgh versus Carolina, and Toronto versus Boston. Solid. So let me know what you guys think in the chat and the comment section for any strategies and potential changes up against the Leafs. I think it's obvious we got to go with Laurent Brassard. No line changes either, but anything and everything. You guys let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.